So the other day I brought y'all along with me as I was doing the photography and videography for Trulucks in Plano, Texas. And today I wanted to show you how I edit some of those photos of the interior bracketed shots. So there is a couple ways that I like to do this. One of them is a more in-depth way, trying to kind of like make everything pop and look good. And then there's this other way that to me is a lot simpler, a lot quicker, but you still get a really good quality in your shot. So let's go ahead and jump onto Lightroom Classic because that is what I use to edit these, and I'll show you how I do it. So the first thing that I like to do is just locate the folder that these photos are on, and then just right click, and then I will open in Lightroom Classic so they can just get imported there right away. I like to take a 3-photo bracketed shot and I do it 3 stops apart. So you've never seen what it looks like when photos are bracketed. So this is going to be the lighter part. This one is going to be the darker, and then this one is kind of going to be the medium. And so pretty much what you're doing is merging these 3 images into one, and you yourself are kind of creating like an HDR photo. But again, because you're doing everything yourself, you could actually make things pop a lot better, like the windows or certain areas. But like I said, what I'm showing you today is just a real quick, easy version. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the first one, hold down Shift, and then click on the third one, and then I'm going to hold down Command G, and that's going to group these photos into one group. And so I'm just going to go along and do that to the entire photos and just group them in 3. Alright, so most people would just automatically merge them like this, but what I like to do is edit them before I merge them, just because from what it looks like to me after doing this very often, you tend to get a better HDR photo when you kind of tweak it before you do the merge. So that's what I like to do. So we're just going to click on the first one, go over here to develop, and then if you click on the box that has a 3 on it, you can see all 3 of them again. So we're going to go to the first one, and I just like to do an auto. So that's what that's going to look like. Then I just bring down the highlights. That looks good. Bump up the shadows a bit. Okay, so I'm liking the way that's looking. And then for whatever reason, I just need to do this to all of them. So I just open it up that way. All right, so simple edit, that looks good to me. So I'm going to move on to the next one and do the same thing. Auto. All right, so then this one I'm going to want just to brighten just a bit. Bump up the shadows just a tad. I think I'm going to leave the highlights at 55. Right, that looks good to me. So now I'm going to move on to the last one, which is going to be the brightest one. As you can tell, my face just lit up. So I'm going to go to auto. Original. Okay, so now as you see, it's super bright. So I'm going to bring down the exposure on this one. Bring up the shadows. All right, so now as you see, we have these 3, and now hold down Shift so they can all be selected. They're going to right click and then photo merge HDR. And so now what this is going to do is going to merge these 3 photos together and give you one HDR photo where everything is crisp and clean and has really good quality. And it's easier when you don't have windows and all that kind of stuff that you need to cancel out. So this is a really good example of how you can do it quick and easy. And you can see it's already done merging. All right, and then after that, that's when I'll do a few more tweaks. So, and as you can see, it went from 3 to 4 because now you have the DNG HDR. So this is going to be the merged version. Again, if we click on that, you see you still have your original 3 here. So if you ever need to go back and do tweaks or something happen, I've had to do that before, you can just delete the HDR version and then just kind of do it all over again. But so you still have your original 3, but then number 4 is going to be your HDR. So once you have this one clicked, then that means this is when you're doing all your editing on. So again, I'm just gonna bring down the highlights, bring up the shadows. Some contrast to that. I'm gonna add some texture, some clarity. I'm gonna use my S curve. Nothing too crazy, just a simple little S curve. And then we'll just go here. Oh, forgot to turn these on. Still looks good. I'll probably bring down the exposure just a tad. Alright, so then we're gonna go down here to auto. Man, this photo came out a lot better than I thought it was. It's always cool when, you know, because I can remember taking this photo, so it's cool being able to see it in your head while you're taking it, and then you see the finished product, and it's a beautiful photo. As you can see, it's so crisp and clean. If you want to zoom in, you can see how crisp and clean it is. And like I said, this is a quicker way of doing it. So if you don't have time or you got to deliver these pretty quickly for any magazines or for internet blasts or anything like that, this is a quick and easy way to do it. Or if you're not too experienced with doing it, or you don't have a lot of time and you're looking for something to put out good quality work, and still not have to spend so much time tweaking and editing all the small stuff, this is a quick and easy way that I like to make my bracketed photography pop when I'm doing any kind of real estate or even doing restaurants, as I've been doing lately, because I think it looks beautiful. Like I said, sometimes you're just in a pinch and you gotta deliver the photo real quick, and so like I said, I think you're still getting a really good quality image when you edit this way. And if you're looking for any other editing tutorials that I like to do, whether it be on Lightroom or even Premiere Pro, click one of these videos where I teach you guys a little bit more of what I do as a videographer and photographer. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.